practice together today. In today's class, you will have a mix of everything. So expect to have back bends. We're also going to work on some inversions. There are some lovely twists, salutations, you name it, this class has it. Though I will say that this class leans a little bit towards strength building more than developing like beautiful flexibility. And we will get to a class that helps you develop more flexibility later on. But in today's class, we will be focusing more on the strength aspect and getting you ready to go to the wall for some inversion work. So let's get to it. Come to the middle of your yoga mat and find yourself in your favorite cross-legged position, whatever that is for you today. Bring your hands down on your knees and close your eyes for centering. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale. Again, take a nice deep breath in, fill up your lungs all the way to the top, and exhale everything out. And again, one more nice, deep, solid breath, filling up your lungs, bringing yourself into this present moment, and exhale everything out. Press your sits bones down into the floor, lift your ribs up away from the hips. The sternum pulls slightly forward, the shoulders relax down away from the ears, and notice where your head is in space. If it's tilted slightly forward, draw your head back so that your head is directly over your heart. And just notice how that shifts your energy. From here, you can open up your eyes or slightly let the light in as you move into what I call shoulder wraps. So if you know what a shoulder wrap is, you can go ahead and keep your eyes closed for this, but otherwise, keep the chin away from the chest. Take a nice deep breath in, pull your shoulders all the way up into your earlobes, and then gently drop the shoulders down and back, squeezing the top of the scapula together, the middle of the scapula, and then that bottom wing of the scapula together. Let's do that again. Take a nice deep breath in, draw the shoulders up to the ears, and then slowly drop the shoulder blades down, back, and together. One more. Take a nice deep breath in, and exhale, and drop shoulders down, press shoulder blades together. Nice job. From here, we're going to go into Baddha Konasana. Baddha Konasana forward fold. So you're going to bring your feet sole to sole. When you look down, there should be a nice wide diamond shape. Sit up as tall as you can and come into your forward fold. If your forward fold looks more like this, that is super cool. If you have more flexibility, grab the top of your feet and draw your elbows down to the floor. Now from here, it is okay if your spine is rounding a bit, but I don't want your low spine to round. So press shoulders down away from the ears, draw the chest forward so that we're keeping the low spine super, super straight and working with the body instead of against it. If you're very open, you might drop your forehead to your heels. Let's hold here for 4, 3, keep pulling shoulders back, lead with the chest, 2, and 1. Slowly come on out of this. We're gonna move now into a sleeping cow face pose. We're gonna start with your left knee down and under, right leg goes up and over, the 2 knees stacked in one line. Look down at your feet, get your 2 heels in one line. And then from here, sit up as tall as you can. And notice where my hands are, I just kind of keep my feet into position. Sit up tall and then bring your torso down so that you're sandwiching your torso on the inside of your right thigh. Once again, pull the shoulders back, chest forward, drop your right hip to the floor, getting right into the meat of the glutes. You can feel this nice stretch through your piriformis. If you don't know what your piriformis is, it's that tightness that you're feeling in your right hip. And just hold here and breathe. Keep pulling the shoulders back and lead with your chest pulling forward. From here, we're gonna move into a spine twist. So come up so that your shoulders are over the hips. Flatten your right foot to the floor exactly where it is, and then draw your right knee directly into your chest. Sit up as tall as you can. Right hand comes behind you for support, and then left arm comes up and over, stacking the left wrist over the left elbow, and turn and twist. If you have a bind, bring your left arm underneath your right thigh, and right arm can come back. Grab the opposite hand, and then turn and twist. Drop your right hip down, sit up a little taller. The straighter the spine, the better the spine twist. Then come out of this for a Revolved Savasana. The right leg goes out, left foot goes to the inside of the right thigh. Bring your arms up as if you're carrying this big cement ball, and then press your shoulders down away from the ears. From here, come up and over your right leg so that your right shoulder is stacked on top of the right leg, left shoulder as much as you can over the right. Squeeze the arms into the ears and hold here for 4. We're building a little heat now. 3, 2, 1. Drop your right forearm down to the mat. Continue to stretch right hand fingertips towards the left foot. If there's some tension in this right arm, you can wave it out a little bit and see if that relaxes you into it. If the right foot is directly underneath the left hand, go ahead and grab it. And then please look up to the ceiling, chin right in the armpit, chin is away from the chest. Keep pulling the chest forward. Nice job. Use your left arm to pull you up out of this. We're going to go back to that sleeping cow face Gomukhasana. This time, we're going to start with the right knee on the bottom and the left knee on the top. Stack the 2 knees. If this bothers your hips at all, just take a little blanket, put it underneath your sits bones, and that should help you out there. Look at your 2 heels, get them at the same line, sit up as tall as you can, and then come on down into this sleeping cow face position. Sandwiching your torso on the left thigh. Pull the shoulders back, stomach in. You can relax your head down if you'd like. Keep drawing the left hip down. Notice if it's popping up, sometimes it does. And just breathe into this. Whatever it brings up for you is good. I love this pose. Highly recommend that you do this before bed every night, 1 to 2 minutes on each side. It is known for helping with sleep cycles. So use this one, a little extra tip for you today. Come on up out of this Gomukhasana forward fold, spine twist. Bring the left foot flat to the mat. Just turning so you get the best view and we can stay connected. Bring the left knee into the chest as much as you can. Left hand comes behind you for support, and then right arm comes up and over. Sit up as tall as you can. Look over your left shoulder. If you'd like to bind, right hand goes underneath the left thigh and left hand comes back for the grab. Chest up, stomach in, and turn and twist one more time. Good. On. Twist yourself, Revolved Savasana on the other side, left leg out, right foot at the inside of the left inner thigh. Bring your arms up, press your shoulders down away from the ears. Come up and over your left leg. Squeeze your arms into the ears, draw the left shoulder forward and the right shoulder back. You're here for 4. Keep stretching, lift the right ribs away from the right hips. 3, you can do this. 2, and 1. Drop your left forearm to the floor. Stretch right hand fingertips towards the left foot. Lift the ribs up. Pull the right shoulder into the right ear. If you can, grab your left foot with your right hand. If that's not happening, keep stretching and moving towards that goal of the posture. Look up at the ceiling. Pull the chin away from the chest. Nice, good. Use your right arm to pull you on up out of this. From here, bring your ankles to cross, rock onto your knees, uncross the ankles, and meet me in a downward facing dog. We're going to move through a sun salutation. Wrap the elbows to the floor, let the head hang. Let's begin. Right leg lifts up. Bend the right knee as if you're kicking yourself. Look forward. Step your right foot through. Revolve side angle. Left heel lifts off the floor in the air. Right arm sweeps up and over. Look up at the ceiling. left hand still on the mat. From here, right hand comes down to the mat, step into a pyramid pose, legs straight, spine straight. Please look forward instead of down or at your leg. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears and breathe. Bend your right knee, drop left knee to the floor. Bring your hands to the chest center, stretch up, lift the ribs away from the hips. Bring your arms all the way around. Hands come to your mat. Step the right foot back for downward facing dog. Other side. Left leg lifts up, bend the left knees if you're kicking yourself. Step your left foot through, revolve side angle. Looking to the left, right hand on the mat. Lift left ribs up away from your left hip. Left hand comes down to the mat on the outside of the left foot. Step into your pyramid pose. Legs straight, spine straight, core engaged. Draw your torso closer to your left thigh. Pull the shoulders back. From here, bend your left knee. Right knee comes to the mat. Hands to chest center. Stretch up. Bring the arms all the way around. Hands come to your mat. Step back to downward facing dog. From here, look forward, step through or jump through to a malasana. Yogi squat. Heels down, chest up, stomach in. Then hands come to the mat, wide-legged forward fold, toes parallel to each other, 3 feet between the feet, maybe 2, depends on your flexibility. Rock forward onto the toes, contract your quads, and use your core strength, your leg strength, your foot strength to draw the torso closer to your legs. From here, turn the toes out just a slight bit. Come all the way up to standing, hands to chest center, wide-legged back bend. Stretch up on your inhale, exhale, back bend. Then come back out of the back bend, go right back down to yogi squat, malasana. From here, bring your hands to the mat. You can jump back or step back to downward facing dog. Then come up on the toes, look forward, pull your chest through your arms for an up dog. You can substitute this with a cobra, bring the knees down and keeping elbows soft. And then everyone bring your knees down and press your hips back into a child's pose. All right, we're gonna do this salutation again. We're gonna add some things onto it. Look forward, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up, bend the right knees if you're kicking yourself. Step your right foot through, revolve side angle. From revolve side angle, working revolved interlock prep. Hands come, left elbow comes over the right knee, hands in prayer, and then turn and twist. Look up at the ceiling if you're feeling very balanced. Stay here or take this further. Bring your left hand down on the outside of the right foot. Right arm reaches up to the ceiling. Come out of your twist. Step into your pyramid. Legs straight. Spine straight. Pull the shoulders back. And we're going to rock our pyramid. So walk your hands forward of your right foot. Lift the left heel up. And then walk the hands back, lift the right toes up. Do that again. Come forward, left heel up. Come back, right toes up. One more, rock forward. And rock back. Good. From here, bring your right foot down. Step your left foot back. Instead of dropping the left knee to the mat, hands to chest center. Stretch up for a lunge warrior. Good. Now from here, interlace fingers, release index fingers, thumbs crossed. And we're going into a lateral stretch. Come up and over to the right, stretching away from your left hip while in this lunge position. Shoulders and hips stay in one line, even though you're side bending. Let's hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to your center, release your grip. Bring the arms all the way around. Hands come to your yoga mat. Step your right foot back, downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Here we go. Left leg lifts up, bend the left knees. If you're kicking yourself up, left foot through, side angle interlock prep. Right elbow crosses over the left knee, hands in prayer, and turn and twist. Taking it further, bring your right hand down to the mat outside the left foot. Left arm reaches up, helping you to build even deeper into this twist. Come out of your twist and move to your pyramid. Legs straight, spine straight. Great. Now let's rock our pyramid. Come forward, right heel up. Walk back, left toes up. Forward and back and forward and back. Good. Come back to pyramid. Step your right foot back. Lunge into your left leg. Lunge warrior. Arms up, interlace fingers, release index fingers, thumbs crossed. Lateral stretch, side bend. Come up and over to your left, stretching away from your right hip. Shoulders and hips are still in line from the side. Keep your chin up. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to your center, release your grip. Bring your arms all the way around. Hands come to your yoga mat. Step your left foot back. Downward facing dog. Look forward. Step through or jump through to Malasana Yogi Squat. I'm going to turn towards you so that you get the best view. All right, from here, going into a twist. Bring your left hand down to the mat at your center line. Right arm stretches all the way up. As you stretch up, sink your hips lower. And then let's switch it out. Right hand down, left arm up. Stretch up, sink your hips low, and come back to your center. Good. From here, just gonna turn sideways. Come to standing for your wide-legged forward fold. Instead of hands to the floor, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, lock out your elbows. If you can, squeeze your palms together. And then same thing, rock onto your toes, contract your quads, draw your torso closer to your thighs, allow your arms to relax closer to the floor, looking in between the legs instead of down at the floor. Nice job from here. Use your arms to pull you all the way up for your wide-legged back bend. You can turn toes slightly out. Arms up, hands, palms together. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, go back. And come all the way out of the back bend. Let's go back down to your Malasana. You've got it from here. I'm going to add in a little bit more back bend work. So come to your knees so that your knees and hips, your knees are hip width distance, your feet are hip width distance for some camel drop back work. So bring your hands to the back of your thighs. Right arm reaches up, look at your right thumb. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, go into a back bend. Left hand slides down the left thigh. Then come on out. So we're not spending a lot of time in the bend. Left arm up, stretch up. Exhale, go back. Good. Let's do 2 more sets. Right arm up, go back. And up. Left arm up, back bend, and up. Last set. Right arm, stretch up, go back, and up. Left arm, go back. Woo! And up. Good stuff. From here, meet me back in Malasana for a crow pose. Here we go. So let me turn to the side a little bit. Bring your hands to the mat. I'm going to teach this from Malasana. I'm going to teach a beginner crow. If you have a more advanced crow where the knees are on the inside or at the armpit straight arm, then please go ahead and do that. But for those of you in your beginnings, I don't want to leave you behind. All right, so set your hands, index fingers parallel to each other. Spider your fingers. You're sliding middle finger and index finger in a bit so you see the knuckles buckle up a little bit and there's weight on the fingertips. From here, lean forward. And maybe walk the hands a little forward so you have somewhere to go. Get the knees on the outside of the tricep for your beginnings, and you're squeezing into the arms. Then next step, bring your elbows over your wrists. Please look forward more than you think you need to. You can work one foot up at a time. If you're ready, fly both feet. Squeeze in. If you're flying, you hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go back to your Malasana. If you're more advanced, I expected you to get 2 or 3 good crow holds or a very long crow hold in there, or to work the knees closer in, or to work for straighter arms. So everyone is working where they are to the best of their ability. Let's finish out the rest of this sunset. Bring the hands to the mat, lean forward, jump back, or step back, whatever you'd like, to your down dog. Come up on your toes, pull your chest through for your up dog, and then knees down, toes touch. Good old child's pose. All right, hopefully you're starting to feel warm, if not completely drippy. Next thing, a puppy press. I teach this a little differently, so please be mindful. I want your best alignment. So come up on your hands and your knees in this tabletop position. Knees are directly underneath the hips the whole time. So if your hips go back or forward, you're avoiding a little something in this posture. So keep the hips right over the knees. Walk your hands out. And then bring your chest down and chin down to the floor. If this is too much, open up your arms or allow your elbows to bend. If it's still too much, then please forehead and nose down to the floor. And relax. Let's hold here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come out of your puppy press. Cross at your ankles. Pull your legs through. Come to a seated position for a hollow body, a little inversion training. So from here, keep your feet flat to the mat. Lay down on your back. We're going to work to keep the lowest rib on the floor while we're in this next position. Bring your arms over your head and make a fist with your hands. Thumbs are touching each other. Extend one leg down and the other, big toes touch. Notice how the low spine already lifted off the floor. So really think belly button down to the spine as much as you can. Now lift your shoulders off the mat. Arms are covering the side of your ears. Lift your legs off the mat 1 inch. You're here for 20. Punch the wall behind you. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Come on up. Come down, back up. You need a little break. Grab the back of your thighs and rock up. For a boat, bring your knees to your chest. Sit up as tall as you can. My heels are off the mat as well. For the beginnings, let's build our boat. Bring your hands to the back of your thighs, right at your knee pits. Squeeze your knees together and lift your shins parallel to the floor. If you let go and the knees come apart, this is your boat. If you can let go and knees stay together, you can let go, you can extend. We're here for 6, 5, chest up, legs towards you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, yes. Bring your knees into your chest. Cross at your ankles, rock back onto your hands and knees for dolphin pose. For dolphin, bring your forearms to your yoga mat. Grab your opposite elbows from the outside. Get your wrists in line with your elbows, palms up, and then flip your palms down so that you really catch the mat. Grip the mat with the fingertips. Your gaze is in between your elbows. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up, walk your feet in. Keep gripping the mat with your fingertips. Just a really good habit to have. You're here for 6, 5, 4, walk your feet in even more. 3, 2, 1. Good. Bend your knees, come down. You can take a child's pose. Let the blood flow. Come back to your arms. Okay, here we go. So we're really entering into some good inversion work here. So now we have a headstand. I'm going to be teaching beginning headstand. If you have a press up to headstand in the room, variations of a headstand, do it. If you need the wall, go to the wall. All right, but if you're in the beginning of headstand, move with me. Just as you did in dolphin, grab your opposite elbows from the outside. This time, interlace your fingers, pinky finger to the floor. Bring the crown of your head to your hands. Tuck your toes under and lift your hips up. Congratulations, you did step one. Step two, you're gonna bring one knee into your chest at a time. Never do this. It's not gonna teach you anything except how to flip over your head. So one knee into the chest at a time. If you can achieve a half headstand, hold here. Both knees into the chest. If that feels good, then extend one leg up. And then the other leg up. Stomach in and breathe. And then for beginners, you're gonna come out exactly the way you came in. Knees come to chest and then you come down. So I hope that went successfully for you. If you need more time with it, press pause right now and do it again. Or if you need to see it, then rewind it and then do it. All right, do whatever you need to do. All right, we're going to move to the wall for the next couple of inversions, and then I will unwind you. So you're almost at the end of this. Stick with me. Okay, next up, we are going to work a forearm balance in a stag leg position. So you need to be a little further away from the wall, but especially if you've never done this or you're new to forearm balance, please use a wall at this point. All right, just like Dolphin, just like headstand, grab your opposite elbows from the outside and set your hands to the floor. For this one, please look in between your wrists, not your elbows. So looking in between the wrists, and you want to be a little further away from the wall than you might feel comfortable with in your beginnings, just so that you have room to find progress. From here, tuck toes under, find that dolphin position. For this, you can kick up with a bent leg. So bend one knee, bend the other leg to hop, and bring the legs into the wall. All right, now once you're up on the wall, squeeze your inner thighs together. Look in between your wrists, fingertips down. Begin to walk this foot down the wall a little bit. So you can stay on the wall, or see if you can find some float time. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Come on out. If you need, grab a child's pose. Next up, nice and easy, handstand hops. So this is a great way to begin your handstand work, is to begin to hop into handstand at the wall. So, to do a handstand hop, come to standing, shake out your arms, bring your hands to the mat. Right underneath the shoulders, index fingers parallel to each other, get some weight into the fingertips. We're gonna work the right leg up first, right leg is straight. Bend your left knee, tap right foot toes, and you have 5 hops. Hop for 5, immediately hop for 4. Keep going, 3, 2, and 1. Over time, getting up to the wall in 1 hop. Look in between your thumbs. Squeeze your inner thighs together, squeeze your seat. Weight on the fingertips, stretching one foot up, 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 to draw the other foot off the wall. And then come down with a little bit of control. Let's do hops on the other side, but first, join me in a yogi squat, a great way to stay connected to your hips in between sets of handstand hops. You're doing so good. This is the last major move in this class, so let's do it. Here we go. Set your hands. Index fingers parallel to each other. Left leg goes into the air. Bend your right knee, tap left foot toes. Hop for 5. Hop for 4. Hop for 3. Keep hopping. 2 and 1. If you're up on the wall, squeeze your inner thighs together. Stretch one foot off the wall. Press your hands to the wall. See if you can get a little flight and find a good handstand. All right, way to go. Let's unwind. You deserve it. All right, so as you come back and meet me back in the middle of your yoga mat, grab a block for fish on the block. So we're going to set our block up at a level 2, and so that it's vertical with the spine. We're going to line up your spine with it. So go ahead and lay down on your block. Feet are together. Allow your head to hang, and then bring your arms over your head. See if you can nest one hand in the other. Both palms are facing up to the ceiling. Keep lifting the ribs up away from your hips. Notice how you already have so much more energy in the body. And doing all of the inversion work that you did today, you're gonna stand a little taller, whether you achieve the inversion or not. Gaining the strength bit by bit, working where you are, whether at your very beginnings or you're way more advanced and you're working on variation, all of it's great, and we all can share the practice together. Then from here, come up off your block, come all the way up to seated. You can remove the block and simply bring it to the side. Your final twist, supine twist. Arms out in a T, feet flat to the mat. Walk your feet in your hips 2 inches to the left. Bring your knees to your chest, and the knees go to the right and chin to the left. Relax. Maybe you are beginning to half close your eyes. You're not letting as much light in. And then come back to your center so your hips are square underneath your shoulders. From here, walk your feet and your hips 2 inches to the right. Bring knees to the chest and then knees go to the left and chin goes to the right. Relax your right shoulder down. Let the floor hold you. And then come back to your center. Get your hips square underneath your shoulders. Feet flat to the mat, and feet are hip width distance, and then allow your knees to fold into each other. Hands to your ribs. Palm your ribs, and then interlace your fingers. And work to get as much of the spine flat to the mat as you can. From here, move to your final Savasana. Bring your arms down to the side body with your palms facing up. Extend one leg down and then the other. Allow the feet to fall away from each other. Fold your shoulder blades into each other. Your neck is long. Close your eyes. Pull your lower rib down to the mat. Relax your jaw and start to deepen your breath. Allow yourself the space and time to take as long of a Savasana as you need. So allowing yourself 10 to 12 full inhales and exhales at the minimum. You did incredible work today. I hope to see you in one of my live stream classes soon. This is just a small little taste of what happens at the Tori G online yoga studio. So I hope to see you over there so we can supercharge your practice and have you, opening up to new postures, new ideas, and building things from the ground up in a really safe and supportive space. Thank you for spending this time with me today, for sharing your practice with me today. So much gratitude and peace to you always, my friend. Have a wonderful, wonderful day ahead, and I will see you soon. Namaste.